A new Academy Sports and Outdoor store is coming to Knightdale with great brands at the best prices. From sports equipment to outdoor gear, apparel, and footwear, Academy is all about bringing the fun. Your store is coming soon to Knightdale. Until then, check out academy.com.
If you run a business, you know safeguarding your data is more critical than ever. With Veeam, you're protected against natural disasters, accidents, and ransomware attacks. There's a reason that over 80% of Fortune 500 companies trust us. We provide comprehensive recovery for any workload, anywhere, anytime. Find out how you can stay ahead of the threats at veeam.com. Veeam, radical resilience, starts here.
Hey guys, welcome to Lovely J Podcast. Y'all, I'm feeling this thing, ain't I? Ain't I doing it just a little bit good here? I'm saying it really good, and I like that. So, y'all, it is currently 1:20 a.m. in the morning, and I'm actually thirsty, and I got a taste for some popcorn. Alright, so I decided I'm not going to do, or am I? If I cook some popcorn, it's going to have to be like a real little bit. You hear me? A little bit. Because I don't want to be up all night trying to make sure it goes down right. Alright. So I guess it is, I'm going to cook a little bit. So I want to talk a little bit about my healthcare needs versus diagnosis. Y'all give me a sec. Oh, I just put a hole in my trash bag. Did not mean to. What's it gonna take for people to just realize that we are all different? We all have different needs out here. And gotta heat that up a little bit. I should have just sat down to have this conversation. I really should have sat down. But I really want something to eat. I really want a snack. Hold up. Let me see. Because I might can make one out of something else. And then get into this conversation. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because I don't feel like cooking no way. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright. Go, Coco. Yes. Y'all give me a sec, because I'm actually just going to make a quick chicken salad. Yup. I'm actually going to make this. Let me make sure I got this stove off. I'm going to get to it, y'all. I'm going to get to it. Just give me a second here. And I have some leftover onions from earlier. So this is kind of like just a little mid-snacky for me because because I need a snack right about now. Alright, so I'm sitting down now. I can talk to y'all without losing my breath. Let me get some water first. So, my thing is, because I'm going to name this something similar to my care needs versus my diagnosis. And because I feel like sometimes I just feel like doctors get carried away for whatever reason. And in the beginning, it may look like because they adding all this extra stuff to you that it's okay and that's going to work in your favor. But in the long run, lies never win. They don't win. So this is the thing that y'all gonna be fixing this while I'm talking. Because I don't plan on being in here all night. I hope this mayonnaise is some good. Lord, let it be some good. In Jesus' name, please, please, please. All right, can we talk? Y'all know, I won't feel satisfied until I get this poured into there. So I got some chicken breast. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of canned chicken breast. Oh, I already had a little fork here. Oh, and I got some lemon left. I'll pull off that extra juice. There we go. I got it in my little trash can. I got a little trash can, y'all, behind me, on the side of my chair. And it's time for that sucker to get empty. Okay. Yeah, I just woke up and I was like, I didn't wake up. I just came out the room and I was like, I need a snack. I need a snack before I go to bed. And this is it. Yeah, but my thing is, I'm going to make this quick as possible because I am like ready to eat this and I don't want to eat and talk. So my healthcare needs versus my diagnosis. Okay. It's certain things that I need right now in my life. But I guarantee you, if you give me $10, I can make all that all right. If you give me $10,000, everything that I need right now, I can make all right in my life. And when I tell you $10,000 will cover a lot of what I'm going through right now. So when I hear people say I'm depressed or I'm going through some mental mood swings or up and down, you're lying. I'm not depressed. I'm not going through ups. You should have caught me a year ago when I really was going through something. But now I don't care nothing about this stuff that's going on. I just know I have to manage my life. I can't help what other people are doing to me. So when I seen something on my paperwork this morning, I was like, why is that there? Because I never gave anybody any indication that I was going through any type of depressions or anything. And I was never told that I was being psychologically interviewed. So this is what we do now? Because somebody needs something, they crazy or not crazy. Let's get out of the habit of calling mental people crazy, by the way. Because they're not crazy. They're just going through a time in their life that things are out of hand for them and they're unstable, or either things may be, not as good as it is for you or me, but it doesn't mean that they are crazy. It just means they're going through. And just because I have some household needs, that does not make me, it doesn't make me schizophrenic. It doesn't make me delusional. And it sure as crap does not make me depressed. Because remember who I learned from. I learned from the slaves before me. Okay? Before my mama and daddy time. Before my great-grandparents' time. Before their parents' time. I learned from them how to handle this oppression that is put down upon us. And yeah, it took some studying. But I learned. And if you learn anything about slavery, one thing the blacks were back in those days was resilient. You were black. You knew how to get back up, put yourself together, to go get done what you need to get done before the master came back. Now, each one of us got that in us. If we choose to use that quality in us, because it's already in you, nobody has to give it to you. Nobody has to pay you for this. It's already inside of you. You just have to know how to reach in you and get it and get up. You know? While you're still sitting on the side of the pool, take up your mat. Okay? That type of thing. That's what Jesus said. A lot of times, what you think may be wrong with a person is not what's wrong with a person. I'm trying not to use ain't so much, but hey, because I'm going to tell you something. You give me $10,000 and my life will get better. But my life is already good, but it will get greater. Like I'll be able to walk over the floors without feeling like they're so weak right now. I'll be able to sit on a commode without, having to pour a bucket of water down in it to flush it. Come on. That does not make me depressed. That makes my claims, what I've been saying, true. It makes me oppressed, not depressed. It makes me a victim of oppression because it's people in my neighborhood who don't want me to have better. And they don't even want me in the neighborhood. So what do you do to somebody that you don't want in your neighborhood? You do everything you can do to make their life a living hell so that they'll want to leave. That's what gets done. So how do you get that a person has a mental illness out of the part that I may need help getting my floors? Everybody goes through it. So at some point, if you got a 30-year-old house, I don't care who you is. If you got a 30-year-old house, and giving you me as an example, this coming March, my home will be 30 years old, and I'm a single woman. I can tell you how to fix this stuff, but I can't get down there and do it myself because I do have a back condition. So I can't tell you how to get down there and do it, but I can tell you that it needs to be done. Or how about this scenario? I can tell you it needs to be done, tell you how to do it, and not have the finances to do it. But that doesn't make me depressed. That means I got to wait till I get enough money to do it, to get it done. Y'all waited with me the whole 6 months. We waited on this refrigerator. And what did I do? Soon as I got a breakthrough, I got the refrigerator. It didn't bother me having to wait because I learned from my ancestors that when you wait on God's timing, it's the right time. And you know what? I waited for this baby to come on sale. I don't owe anything on it. Got it on sale. And it's a good one. It's what I needed. Now, what am I doing now? Gonna wait now to get more wood. I have some supplies back there, but I need some more supplies in order to get, the other part fixed. Because somebody thought it good to switch my order around and they gave me the wrong wood. Once I had it delivered, I didn't have a way to take it back to the store. It was the wrong wood. That was not what I ordered from Lowe's. But if you go through what I go through, people switching stuff around all the time and you have to adjust quick. So now, because I'm waiting to get more supplies, that doesn't make me depressed. That makes me a woman in waiting to fix her home. Oh, let me add this to it. Now, why am I having to do this? Because previously, this was supposed to have been done. I got approved for a grant. Vocational rehab says, we're going to come in and we're going to fix this. We're going to make this where you can stay here and be safe. We're going to fix your bathroom, make it bigger so that you have room to accommodate your size, plus size, full-figured woman. We're going to add rails to the wall. We're going to add rails in the bathroom. Matter of fact, we're going to make it a walk-in shower now. We're going to convert your bathroom. We're going to make it a walk-in shower. In this walk-in shower, you're going to be able to have all the handicap accessories that you want. And what do? I sit up there and I'm like, yes, finally. Yes, I'm bragging about it. I'm happy about it. I'm praising God about it. Only to get told a month later we disapproved you because it costs too much. It costs us $28,000. $28,500 for us to come in here and to do all that. And we can't do that. That's the price of another home. They didn't say that, but that's what I said. Because I was like, how did that price jump like that? Because the original price was $3,500 and I had $7,000 left over in the budget. The budget was $10,000 to build me a outdoor deck and to accommodate me with the bathroom and for a lift chair. But what happened? Somebody got greedy. The contractor got greedy. The contractor decides, I'm going to write all this stuff in. Any money that's left over, any supplies that's left over, we can keep this. And now, legend. I'm a legend. Don't beat me. I'm a legend. The contractor got greedy, which caused my approval to be denied. Which, again, comes along with being what I am in this moment, blackballed. It comes along with it. When things go wrong, get your hopes up high to get you happy, only to snatch it off and underneath you. But I didn't get depressed. You know what I said? I said I'm going to save money. If I had to buy one piece of wood at a time, that's what I'm going to do. If I had to buy one tool at a time, that's what I'm going to do. I have more tools here than I have people willing to help me put the floor in. But that's my goals. These are my goals and my visions. These aren't my distractions. This is what life is about. Life is about overcoming obstacles the best way you can. It's not about getting depressed because an obstacle comes here, one comes there. Sure, times get heavy, but it gets heavy for everybody, even the rich. I mean, look at Trump. Trump just got hit with $355 million he owes. And another $83 million. I mean, it gets heavy for the rich the same way it does the poor. It's how you decide to handle your situation, and I don't choose to be depressed in it. I laid in depression in 2020, so I don't like it when I'm labeled that. See, I wasn't speaking up and saying anything about it, but now I feel like now it's time for me to start speaking up, and I don't care how I look to you. Let me look foolish to you, but I'm going to speak up and tell you what I'm not. Just because I tell you, I messed around and said, I just got a refrigerator. Now I can get the weight loss shot. Hey, I got a refrigerator. I can put the medication now in the refrigerator, store it properly like it's supposed to be. And because of that, I'm labeled a person of depression. Another example, my keys are missing. My keys have been missing since November 19th. I'm not depressed because my keys are missing. I'm not even upset that my keys are missing because I learned from my ancestors, the slaves, that this is what happens in life. This is exactly what people decide to do to you when they don't like you. Can we just be real and true? This isn't a case of depression. This is a case of a woman who is hated by the people in her community for whatever reason. And because of that, they do things. That's not mental illness. That's a crime against humanity. So I have a right to speak up for myself. All I said was I finally got a refrigerator after 6 months of not having one. I couldn't afford one. Give me $10,000 right now, and I'll show you how I can fix this house. All I need is $10,000. Who's willing to give it to me? If you're not willing to give me $10,000, then please don't label me as depressed. You can't even label me as broke because you know what? I pay my bills. That's why I don't have the money, because I pay my bills. And I pay them on time. Do we need to see that? No, you don't need to see that. You just have to take my word for it, because that's my personal right, my personal business. My personal mindset says I need to pay my bills, because I do like living in a home. And even if I don't pay my bills on time, sometimes I might forget here and there, or, I might be busy with something else, or I may have to allot the money to something in a crisis. Even if I don't pay my bill on time, that doesn't make me depressed. That means that I put the money to something else. Come on, people. We got to stop this labeling, trying to make people look crazy that aren't crazy, taking extra government money that you're not entitled to. That's what this is. You're going to get your money, but I ain't getting nothing up out of the deal, except for you giving me a bad name. Those ones know who I'm talking to. They getting their money, but I'm the one sitting back here trying to keep my health going. And listen, because you get diabetes, or either if you got type 2 diabetes, type 1, it don't matter. It doesn't make you depressed. You shouldn't get labeled that unless you are in depression. But if you're not in depression and you still got it, it's because you're eating too much. But that don't mean you're depressed all the time. You know what? Even with an eating disorder, I'm not in depression with an eating disorder. I'm eating out of a scarcity mindset. Scarcity is different from depression. You see, because scarcity says that I won't have enough. And the reason why I got into that state of mind, because I wasn't in that state of mind, but what put me in that state of mind is when the criminals started doing criminal things to my food, to my home. And then I felt like whatever I eat, I got to eat it fast and I got to eat it right now. That's how I got to that mindset. Before then, I was losing weight. I lost 100 and some pounds until I started getting attacked. See, people talk about where you're at, but they won't talk about how you got to where you're at. I didn't just get to where I'm at right now because I just ate myself like this. No, it's a number of things that are involved, but depression is not one of them. And I just got pissed off about that. And I have a right to be mad. I have a right to my feelings, to my mood. Let me tell y'all something. You have a right to your mood. Even if it's a mood swing, you have a right to it. But you ain't gotta always accept it. You can act better or you can act, different. But you have a right to that mood swing. Until you learn how to handle it, you have a right to that mood swing. It's okay to own where you're at when you're there. But don't let nobody give it to you when you're not there. I have said tons of times when I was in depression, I said, I'll say it, I'm in depression. If I catch it late, before the 14 days, if I catch it when I'm in my first 14 days, I'll say it. If I catch it after, it might even be a month later. If I catch it, I'll say it. But right now, I'm in a good space. I'm in a peaceful space. I'm not aggressive. I'm not passive aggressive. None of that. I'm in a space right now that's called being in the moment. Ain't that what I went to therapy for, was to learn how to stay in the moment? That's why I went to therapy, to learn how to have this type of peace when all hell is going on around me. That's why I go to church. That's why I study scripture, to learn how to have this godly peace and this is my belief, so that when all hell is going on around me, I'm still watching God. I'm still looking for it. And we got to call it hell, because that's a term that lets people know it's bad. It's bad around me, but I ain't stopping. It's bad around me, but I'm going to keep on praying. It's bad around me. I'm going through some things I can't even tell nobody, but I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep my goals alive. And people don't like it because my goals is still living. If it was not living, I wouldn't be looking at this refrigerator. And I just pray to God that this refrigerator has longevity here and that nobody decides to do things to it. Now, that's what I got to say on that. Because it really hurts a person. So I'm not accepting things that I'm not. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care if I have to switch 5-6 people who are supposedly be helping, supposedly be part of my health care or mental care team. If you're not a right fit, it's time you go. It's time you go. Ain't no way around it. That's where we're at right now. Is in letting people go and building a new team. And it's okay because there are millions of doctors out here who are good people. So I ain't worried about that. Not worried about it at all. Y'all, I gotta find me some onions here. Remember I said I had some onions in here? And I forgot to add them in. Anyways, that's all I had to say on that. And I'm finna go now so I can eat. I got my little chicken mix now. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Is don't label me based upon my physical needs. My physical needs have nothing to do with me getting diagnosed with, to some people it do. Now some people get dearly affected when they can't get something or they don't have their way or they have to try to adjust to where they're at. But I told you, my ancestors before me had already taught me how to survive stuff like this. We didn't have bathrooms in the 80s like that. Showers didn't come into effect good until like the early 90s. For our house where I lived at, we always had water issues. We always had toilet issues. We had an outhouse for the longest. So where I'm at now is it's not a crisis to me. It's a setback financially. And then again, it's not, because I always did want to remodel. So it's not even a setback. It's just a matter of fulfilling my goals. That's what it is to me. I'm acknowledging where I'm at. I'm not there financially. But you give me $10,000. All that want something to say about how I live, give me $10,000 so I can fix my house up. That's what I need. I need $10,000. And I need it in my hands so I can make sure that it's allotted the right way. That it goes to the right things. These government places, oh my God. God, they a piece of work, aren't they? But we're going to let them keep on working, y'all. But anyways, I'm finna get off of here because this is ready. I'm finna eat it. And I know I'm going to try to be asleep by, I got to try to get to sleep at least by 2:45. But y'all, listen, when you know who you are, don't let nobody tell you different. Look, you can take it. Whatever they're going to throw on you, you can take it. But don't you change who you are. On that note, peace, love, and happiness. Thank y'all for listening to Lovely J Podcast.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.